Hello YouTube. Today marks the 2-year anniversary of my weight loss journey. I started 2 years ago today, apparently, according to MyFitnessPal app, and Google tells me that 2 years is 730 days. So apparently that makes today 2 years. Yay me. This is actually the reason why I started making videos again after that long break. I wanted to make a video to celebrate or mark the day of my 2-year weight loss journey. Said that again. I think today I've lost about 35 kilos. I haven't been weighed for 2 weeks, but the last time I was weighed, it was about 35.5 kilos. So I'm down from 98.8 to 62.3 at my last weigh-in a couple of weeks ago. And I get weighed in about a week and a bit. So yeah, just a little talk about my journey over that 2 years. So I think I said in a previous video that I started this weight loss because I got funding by the NDIS. They gave me funding for therapy, as they do pretty much everyone. So I got therapy funding, and one of them was potentially to use for a dietitian, and so I decided that, yeah, hey, why not, let's go see him. And I think we got on, and I think she didn't want me to make huge changes to my life, just do what I could, and so that's what I did. And for the most part, it worked. I've lost weight pretty much 21 months out of those 24 months. So only a couple of those months did I put on a little bit of weight. Or one of them I put 1.5 on, but we won't talk about that much. Very disheartening at the time, but I took measures to correct it, and it paid off, and I almost lost the same amount of weight I put on the next month. So I got back to pretty much where I was, and yeah, I kept going from there. So in a previous video, I think I said that I thought weight loss was easy, and I think I was wrong, to be so general about that. I think where I'm coming from was that for me personally, I'm finding what I'm doing not too hard. For all purposes, I haven't had to do much. I'm doing calorie restrictions, but I'm still mostly eating what I want, and without giving up too much. So I've introduced fruit and veggies and some yogurt and other type healthy meals, but snacks or whatever. But for the most part, I'm eating takeaway burgers. Well, not all the time. Takeaway burgers, frozen meals that I've had cooked, or frozen meals that I bought from Woolworths or Coles or whatever. And yeah, air frying some stuff like schnitzels or tenders, chicken schnitzels or tenders. So that's pretty much my diet. But I think what I say is, I think I was wrong with it was easy. I think everyone has their own journey, and I think it was wrong for me to compare myself with other people who I see struggle when they post on Facebook or other weight loss chats. that they're struggling and putting on weight or not losing the weight they want. I can identify with a lot of it, but for me, I've simply gone for what I want, and I'm continuing to do it. And I really feel like if you have the willpower, anyone can do it. And what I'm doing is not even need to take a lot of willpower either. You just stick to it little by little, and you'll get the results. Maybe not as soon as you want, but you'll get the results. I'm definitely better for it. I was wearing quite large pants. I still wear large pants, but not quite as big now. And I think I dropped like 3 or 4 sizes. Shirts as well. I tried a shirt on the other week from Target the other month, and it was a small in the men's section, and I don't know where the shirt was made, so I'm not quite sure if it was American made or not, whatnot. But a small to me blew my mind, you know. And yeah, it showed me how far I've come. So I guess a little bit about how I put the weight on. I've carried my weight most of my life. The obesity more than half my life now, probably. I had reflux as a kid, and that meant that whatever my family would try and feed me, I would invariably bring it back up straight away. I don't know if they tried to put me on any medication, but as a baby, I couldn't really keep anything down that they gave me. And I guess somewhere along the lines, I started liking junk food. I'm talking about 5, 6. I remember family giving me some of their food, because I didn't really eat much as a kid around that age, and so my father would give me some chips or a bite of his burger or half of his burger, and as I got older I started eating it on my own, and in ever increasing amounts, and then it would become something of a regular thing where I'd come home, Dad would bring me a Coke, packet of chips, or whatever, through primary school. And so, or I would have, I think it was more high school, but I would have like Red Rooster or KFC or McDonald's or sausage roll at school. So those are the meals for dinner, but yeah, it was at least a couple of nights more through the week, every week, I'd be having junk food. And so that just piled the weight on. I did find an accessible gym in Brisbane for a while in my early 20s, I think, and late teens. I think I started in my late teens, and I did that for about 8 years. It probably helped. I don't know if it helped, actually. It probably stopped me gaining too much weight, but it didn't really help that I would stop in at KFC or Macca's on the way home and get my dinner, or my dad, you know, get my dinner on the way home just from doing gym work. And I couldn't really say that I did too hard of a gym workout either, because there wasn't a lot I could do there, and I wasn't really getting the sweat up. So, so that was that, and I left school around 18, and I didn't have a lot going on for me in life. I spent a lot of time at home, and I guess I ate, and my sleep apnea made me sleep, and that was the two big things I did. And until I was mid-20s, and I had a fall, and I had to be admitted to hospital, and they said, oh, you're grossly overweight, let's put you on a shake diet while you're in here. And so I did that about a month. I feel like I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. So I was in hospital for about a month and a half all up before I finally got home, and I was on a shake diet 3 times a day mostly, on that whole time, and I think I lost about 20 kilos. I think it ended up giving me gallstones, so I think that kind of, I want to say that the drastic weight loss and that really, I don't think it was too good for my gallbladder. And I blame that on my gallstones, but I ate like shit anyway, so. Yeah, after that, I just went back to eating what I wanted because I wasn't doing it for me, I was doing it because the hospital told me to do it, and so yeah, I got home and I just went back to what I was doing gradually again, and I put the weight on again. I moved out of home 2014, and I told people around me that I wanted to start trying to lose weight at their encouragement again, and so that only worked a little bit, but I started losing weight as well through 2014 because of family things, and so I was losing weight that year. Was not sure really why, but I put it down to those things, and so I told the people around me in 2014, 2015 that I wanted to lose weight, and they offered to help, and I think that lasted all over a couple of weeks, and then I just back to doing whatever I want. So around late 2018, I had my first NDIS planning meeting, and planner asked me if I wanted to lose weight. It wasn't huge on my agenda. I was happy with how I was. But I said yes anyway because I'm a people pleaser. So, they put that in my plan. It took me a couple of months to find a dietitian, and that happened in March the 6th, 2019, and then I've been counting my calories and logging my food on MyFitnessPal, and also an Excel spreadsheet, which I take to my dietitian monthly, with some macros lately. Never really followed the macros, but I've been putting that in lately just to show and see if I'm doing wrong on that side. The macros aren't too accurate because you get so many variations of the same food sometimes, and they have different logs of what they have in them, so the macros are never going to be super accurate, but I try to stick to what comes up on the app anyway, so I generally go over with my carbs, sometimes with my fat, sometimes with my protein, but for the most part, the combination of what I'm doing has helped me lose the weight. I think being in the wheelchair also has its disadvantage too. I lived a sort of sedentary life most of my adult life. I got this wheelchair back when I was 16, I think. Not this one, but electric. And so it allowed me to be even more lazier, and I think that helped with my weight gain. So another contributing factor to my weight. So, but here I am. 2021, March 5th, 35.5 kilos lighter from where I started. My current goal is 60 kilos. I have been thinking about 50. I don't know if that's too small for me. Looking at myself, I feel like it's just a lot of excess skin at the moment and some fat that, needs to go. So, how much more I can lose, I don't know. I'll see what my dietitian thinks, and we'll go from there, whatever they think. I hope that this is something I can continue. I do have a habit of not sticking with things I do in my life. In general, not saying I do it all the time, but I get into stuff like poker. I was an avid poker fan for about 10 years. Still am a little. Don't really play anymore because of laws, but yeah, I played all over South Brisbane for quite a few years, and now it's kind of like I haven't played it really properly. I had a couple of games, but I haven't played it properly for about 5-6 years now. But in the past, it was like this big thing in my life because it helped me get out and meet people. But now I can't really be bothered to just recapture that, or if I want to. So yeah, the point there is sometimes I fall off the wagon and I don't try to get back on. But this is the one thing that I have kept with for the longest, I think, besides sport. But sport is different. I love sport. And also the weight has had a positive impact on my sport game as well. My wheelchair wasn't properly customized for me, as I think I said previously. And the weight loss has meant that I'm sitting different in the chair, and it's helping me a bit better with my play. I've got a bit to go, but I think I'm doing much better than I have in the past, and I think I'll chuck some photos up maybe, or video, or whatever, and you'll see how I was sitting. I might have already showed those photos anyway. A lot of my weight is sitting in the middle of the chair, but to get a good strike on the ball, your weight has to be sitting at the back or over the back wheel. So that's something I've struggled with my chair since I've had it for the last 5 years. So that's another benefit of my weight loss. While we're on benefits, I find that I move better. I've always had capacity to transfer out of my wheelchair, but now it's not so much of a struggle. Old age is maybe making it a struggle, but the weight loss has definitely helped my longevity when it comes to my transferring and independence. Independence is what I wanted to say. So yeah, so thanks for making it this far if you have. I hope maybe I've given you some ideas for yourself, for your own journey, whatever that is. Comment in the comment box what kind of journey you're on. Let me know. I want to know what kind of journey you're on for yourself, and do you have the support in place to help you out with that. So yeah, like, subscribe, and happy 2 years.